guys, I've got another workout for you today that you can do from home. So we're actually going to be building our own step today. If you already have a step, fantastic. If not, all you need is just a stack of books. I recommend hard cover just so it's nice and firm underfoot and not sliding around. Go ahead and build yourself a stack of books with a step, and then we've got 4 different movements we're going to go through. So we're going to start with asymmetrical push-ups. We're going to move on to something called a dead stop lunge. We're then going to do a curtsy lunge with a step up, and we're going to finish off with our V-sit, which will be the only movement that doesn't use our books. Now, what I'm going to recommend that you do is do each movement for 1 minute. Now, when we're doing our 2 lunge movements, because they're asymmetrical, I'm actually going to ask you to do 1 minute on each side. So left leg 1 minute, right leg 1 minute. Go all the way through, take 1 minute for each movement, then have a minute rest. You're going to do 3 to 4 rounds, and that's your circuit today. So we're going to start off with asymmetrical push-ups. So you're going to choose whether you're going to do these on your hands and knees, which is a slightly more accessible variation, or whether you'd like to go ahead and do them on hands and toes, which is more challenging. Obviously, at any stage during the workout, if you get fatigued, you're just going to drop back down into the easier variation or give yourself a rest. Using our platform, we're going to have one hand up on the platform, one hand down. Hands and knees or hands and toes, we're in a strong plank position. I'll show you what that would look like side on. We're not up here, we're not down here. We're making sure that we have our tail feather tucked underneath us, core on, and we're maintaining that anterior core tension all the way through. One hand up, one hand down. Whether you're on knees or toes, come down into your push-up, strong position through the core to come up, lift the hand, walk it onto the platform, over on the other side, up and down again. Looks exactly the same on hands and knees, maintaining that tension, making sure that you are keeping the elbows tucking in towards the side of the ribs. Second movement, dead stop lunges. I'm going to do these side on. We're having our back foot up on the platform, toes tucked under as long as that's accessible for you is normally more comfortable. Back knees all the way down on the mat, leaning into that front foot. It's okay if the knee comes towards the toes, but we don't want the heel lifting. Keeping our chest up, pressing strongly into that front leg, up and down. We've got a minute on each side. If you need more challenge, load up a backpack with something heavy and just take it along for the ride. So I've got some medical textbooks ready to go in my backpack, and all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of weight. Third exercise, curtsy lunge to step up. Now I'm going to have my steps so that the long side of the books is aligned with my foot. That's going to give me a more stable footing. I'm going to take my backpack with me. You may or may not need the weight. All right. 1 foot up on the step, curtsy lunge first. The other leg drops into a curtsy, down as low as you feel able. That front knee is pressing out. We're going to lift up and we're going to bring that back knee in towards our chest. Curtsy lunge, step up. 1 minute on each side. Now we'll move our step off to one side. Fourth movement and final movement is our V-sit. Sit bones anchor, chest lifts, there's a curling under of the tail feather, we lean back. Heels down is the most accessible variation. 1 heel up, 2 heels up. If you feel confident there, extend out through the legs. You can do whatever you like with your hands. So just to reiterate, guys, we've got our 4 movements, asymmetrical push-ups on hands and toes or hands and knees. We've got our dead stop lunge, maybe taking a backpack of heavy stuff with us or maybe doing it with our own body weight, a minute on each leg. We've got our curtsy lunge to step up, again, maybe taking a backpack with us and maybe not. And then we've got our V-sit. We could have our heels down, 1 heel lifted, switching over at the halfway mark, both heels lifted or both legs extended. 1 minute with everything, 1 minute rest, 3 or 4 rounds. Have fun, guys. Let me know how you go.